Yes, sir. In his own right, Kurt Russell.
This is kind of because the one thing I don't like to do is let John Carpenter down, so I should have figured a way to not follow Keith. Didn't do that. Okay, before I say a few words, just a quick little story, because it'll come back to play. Maybe give you an idea of the relationship between myself and John. We'd already done a couple of movies together. We'd done Elvis and we'd done Escape from New York, and I don't know. And then we went, and the next thing, John was doing the thing, and he was kind of going back and forth on casting ideas, and he was already shooting with Larry. They were up in Alaska, and they were doing some second unit stuff, and he called me on the phone. We got together and we're just talking about the show, and he said, yeah, I'm having a tough time with this because I'm going to show you something. He showed me the film. He said, see the problem? I said, no, it's great. What is it? He said, well, everybody's, dressed for the cold, and they're completely covered up. Can't really, I don't know one from the other. I got like 9 guys and I'm not sure. He said, I need somebody to hang my hat on. He started talking about the character of MacReady, and anyway, I ended up playing it. So now I got to go to wardrobe. I go to wardrobe, and I'm still trying to figure some things out, and I see what they've got. It's all looks good, but I keep noticing this ridiculously large sombrero over in the corner. And I kind of looking at it, and finally I said to the wardrobe gal, I said, what's the deal with the sombrero? She said, oh, that's your hat. I'm not wearing that hat. That's insane. That's a hat wearing a man. I'm in a helicopter. It won't even fit. There's no possible way. John walks in the room and he goes, hey. And I kind of, hey, man, pointed to the sombrero, and he went, it's going to be great, man. He was right. If I had $1 for everybody who's come up to me and said, hey, your sombrero, man, I'd have more money than I made on the movie, I'll tell you that. I suppose the single most accurate accolade that quickly comes to my mind today that describes John Carpenter receiving this particular honor of a star embedded with his name on Hollywood's Walk of Fame is how totally deserving of that honor John is. There are very, very few directors whose signature is so clearly and instantly stamped upon a film that within 30 seconds of viewing it, the informed watcher can boldly and confidently say out loud, oh, that's directed by so-and-so. Well, John Carpenter is one of those rare, very few so-and-sos. A John Carpenter film is exactly that. It's John Carpenter's. He so often created the concept, the whole idea for the movie. He wrote it, directed it, produced it, wrote and performed the music for it. He built lenses, used new and innovative cameras and techniques that truly created cinematic change, etc., etc. Of course, he cast it, edited it. Now, an actor is always grateful for the opportunity to work with directors whose work they've witnessed and admired, especially if that director's work has been witnessed and admired by very large audiences, as well as official cinema aficionados, let's call them. But that doesn't always happen at the same time. A huge audience and the accolades, the recognition. In some cases, in terms of appreciation, the audience can be far, far ahead of some of those aficionados, and in some cases, for very, very various reasons, it might be the other way around. They love it, but not that many people get to see it right away. Thank God for video. But with film, the advent of time itself has a very interesting and organic way of allowing the cream to rise to the top. And either way it's discovered, that test of time is undeniably a dominant factor in the overall evaluation and level of appreciation of any career. And when it comes to John Carpenter's career, that test of time has resulted in a very, very large bucket full of cream. And it was churned by the hands of John Carpenter. Obviously, an actor should and would be grateful for the opportunity to work with that director, that filmmaker. But to get that opportunity 5 times and have as much fun as we had, all of you.
No.
Well, that actor should be inducted into the Lucky Hall of Fame. That would be me. It's the truth. So, John, on a very personal note, I'd just like to say thank you for the many opportunities you provided for me that nobody else would have, and the opportunities to act and just be a part of a John Carpenter film. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, and congratulations on today. So I'm going to leave this with you guys pondering that all the way from the beautiful hills and country roads of Bowling Green, Kentucky to Hollywood's Walk of Fame, there's nobody more deserving, my friend, than John Carpenter.
Good job, Kurt.
Atta boy, Kurt.
Yeah, come on.
Kurt, I mean it. Kurt.